happens to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said,
Hello guys, welcome to the second episode of Slappyvlog here on Pornhub or YouTube. Which, yeah, when I posted the first episode of this on YouTube, it immediately got taken down. But it's not what you may be thinking. I censored the whole video so that it was only the audio and just the foreground drawings. Zero nudity, zero porn. That video was basically no different from what the guys over at Sleepycast do. But no, the stupid YouTube robot system thing gave me a strike on that video anyway. Everyone fucking hates YouTube, yet everyone still uses it because so many people use it as a job. Like, I understand a lot of people want to get paid to entertain people for a living. Hell, that's what I want to do with these drawings. The problem now is that you should not be doing that on YouTube. There are so many videos as of late on YouTube from all kinds of YouTubers, both big and small, telling their own story on how YouTube screwed them over in some way. And even now, when everyone was talking about that whole Fine Bros fiasco, and you look and see how just about everyone is getting copyright strikes left and right for some of the most bogus fucking reasons, YouTube is just not the place to start your career in entertainment anymore. And to those of you who do have a YouTube channel and are monetizing it like a job, you need to keep in mind that you chose a career built on extremely thin ice. Like I said in my last video, I will not be monetizing anything on YouTube simply because of how YouTube treats its content creators. It is just not a safe place to be financially. Hopefully one day a new site will emerge, and it will pay all of its content creators without all of this legal YouTube bullshit going on. But until then, that's why we got Patreon. But anyway, that's enough of this YouTube shit. Let's get into the episode. So this drawing is going to be a little different from what I usually do. So a few months back, I was checking out some of Elton Portillo's drawings for just a little research. And I saw this drawing he did, and I just started to stare at it. And I thought to myself, I could probably color just like this guy. Then just a few moments later, I found the sketched version of this picture, so I decided to just give it a try. So what I'm going to do is try to recreate this exact same version to the best of my abilities, and maybe just add some of my own flavor in there just for fun. No, I'm not trying to steal anything from Elton Pot. Full credit goes to him for sketching out this picture and finishing it. I know some people out there like to steal other people's drawings and badly trace over them without giving any credit to the original artist. You can see for yourself what I'm doing in this video. This is just a coloring exercise I'm trying to do and nothing else. Okay, so while that's in the background, let's talk about epic crossover. As of right now, this video should be out by now. If not, then it should be out sometime next week. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna get over 10 billion views. Like, it's probably got so viral that CNN and Fox News had to stop talking about that 2016 campaign and how ripped Donald Trump's hot biceps are to give you something like,
breaking news. Pornographic internet video epic crossover is sweeping the net and breaking global viewing records. We now go live to Mike Hunt for more details. Mike?
Ooh, Daddy's gonna glaze the ham! I am so sorry you had to hear that. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoy it. It took me and AE Hentai over a year to do this. And we did this because, well, no one else is gonna do this. Seriously, how old is the internet now, and there has never been an ultimate fantasy porn parody of so many characters put into one video? Like, I'm sure this had to exist in the back of everyone's mind at least once. But anyway, first of all, if anyone was following the updates I was putting out over at the WWOEC forums thread, you will notice that the video is missing a few women. The last 4 rows of women had to be cut due to time, and we didn't want to miss the perfect opportunity to release the video right around the same time there was a new season of Venture Brothers. And we wanted to release it at the beginning of the season and not the end, but we really wanted to put as much content as we could before we sent it out. But we did want to release it around the same time, so we had to make some cuts. We still have the sketches of the women that we cut out, and hopefully in the future we can release a extended version, but we don't know just yet. Nothing is really finalized about that at the moment. Right now the video seems pretty good the way it is. I know now that the video is finished and released, AE Hentai and I are probably gonna spend more time on our own projects for the most part right now and focus on catching up on a lot of old unfinished projects. Like I know for me, I still have to finish Kama Sutra and some old commissions. And I know AE Hentai is working on some cool Sonic parody for his Patreon supporters. But we do plan on releasing short collaboration videos throughout the year, and hopefully when we get enough Patreon supporters, we plan on releasing a very massive project. Like, we already have ideas for what it's gonna be, and I can say right now that it's gonna be even bigger and better than Epic Crossover. Like, it will shake the foundations of what the internet is. That's how massive it's gonna be. Just the idea of it made me jizz my pants. Man, I hope we can really work on that someday. But we don't want to make any major announcements about that. Like, we want to make sure we have a good amount of Patreon supporters before we can actually start something like that. Okay, so back to Epic Crossover. There was actually an Easter egg in that video, and that is that it takes place in Season 5, Episode 4, called Spanakopita. If you watch that episode of the Venture Brothers, you'll notice that Dean is left all alone in the compound, while Dr. Venture travels to his festival thing and Hank goes to a rock concert with Dermot. So it's a perfect place for fan theories as to what Dean did that night. I like to think Epic Crossover explained it quite nicely. And when Dean says,
"It's June 23rd.
that was the original air date for the episode. Another thing is Dean's voice. You guys are not going to believe this, but we got in contact with Michael Center Nicholas, and he was so excited to do the voice of Dean. Like, we were so excited for him to do it, so we got him to do some audio, and okay, I'm just fucking with you guys. We never contacted him. What really happened was that when we were gathering audio for all the characters, it was fucking impossible to get all the audio for Dean. So I went to some forums and held some auditions. And I believe at one point we were thinking of getting voice actors to do the voices for the women too, but we decided against that. It would have just taken too long to get all those voice actors for all those women. So I think that's about all the stuff I can think of on how AE Hentai and I started working on Epic Crossover. I do know that for both of us, working on this video helped us both out a lot. It was a very interesting year for both of us. We had to make a lot of sacrifices in order to get this thing done, but I absolutely love the way the video turned out in the end. Like I said in my previous video, it was going to fix a lot of the problems the Family Guy video had, and I believe it did just that. Now, I'm not going to say this video was perfect. I'm sure 6 months from now I'm going to look back at this video and say something like, oh, I should have changed this, or I should have redrawn that, you know. Alright, it looks like I still have some more time to kill. Now, I did see some comments on my last vlog that I wanted to answer, but I want to save it for the next episode, so I can say this little rant I've had in my mind for a while now. So I recently started looking more into comic books, and I was checking out the Harley Quinn comics, and I noticed something really fucking stupid about it. And yeah, the whole series is pretty fucking stupid in itself. But no, what I mean by that is that in the comic it had people getting murdered and decapitated. It had cussing and guns and maybe even some drugs. But I shit you not, they censored the fucking tits. Like, are you fucking kidding me? So it's perfectly okay to see somebody's head get blown off straight Rambo style, but I can't see one fucking nipple? Seriously, is that where your moral compass is gonna stop at? And this problem is more than just on comics, it's on TV as well. You can watch fucking Heisenberg sell drugs and kill people, or watch a talk show host say the word shit in the whole interview, but absolutely no nudity on TV. Like, why the fuck are boobs the one thing Hollywood executives won't cross? Is it really because of the children at this point? I don't buy that shit one bit. Like, let's say little 9-year-old Timmy is watching The Walking Dead and watches someone getting decapitated and blood guts all over the place. No, that's totally fine for little Timmy to watch. Creepy shit like that isn't gonna traumatize him at all. Little Timmy can go to his mom and be like, Mommy, I just read this comic book with people getting murdered. Now I have a sudden craving for blood of virgins. Oh, that's sweet, Timmy. Be sure to take a coat out before you go on to your murderous rampage. Okay, so nothing wrong with that apparently. But now, what if little Timmy reads that exact same comic book, but does this instead? Mommy, I just read this comic book that had a sweet pair of juicy tits. Now I have a craving for calcium-enriched vitamin D milk. Timmy, I have failed you as a mother. It's fucking stupid. Either make it all optional or none of it. If a TV show says it's TV-14 or TV-MA, then fucking let the minor nudity get shown. I'm not saying you have to show hardcore sex or dicks and pussies. When the story calls for some woman to lose her top and her sweet melons are exposed, then let the fucking viewer see them. And to you parents out there who are trying to protect your kids from watching some simple nudity, it's 2016. Every kid with a cell phone is able to watch porn right at their fingertips. And to you SJW bitches who are all like, oh, it's degrading to women. There aren't any pixels and black bars in life. If a show is gonna try and promote its realism, then make it go all out. If someone says it's okay to show drugs, profanity, and murder, but then on the other side says it's not okay to show tits, then it just screams autism to me. And yes, I know networks like HBO doesn't have this sort of problem, but I'm talking about basic cable stuff. Let's change these stupid fucking TV regulations, and at the very least, let the female chest not be such a big fucking problem on TV. Okay, I spoke a lot in this episode. That about does it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys have a question or a topic you would like me to talk about on the next episode, then leave a comment below. And if you want to support all the content I've made for you guys, then please consider donating over on my Patreon page. Same goes with AE Hentai. He is a terrific animator, and we plan on releasing little short videos every now and again, until we can get enough support to work on our big amazing kick-ass future project. So help him out as well. Anyway, this has been Slappyfrog saying... tasty titties. Mommy, I just read this comic. This is so fucking stupid.